Alright, what's going on, guys? Crazyncman back on the Airsoft gun review train, doing my first video review from the brand new VisionTactical.com shop. So, a little primitive right now. You can see the walls empty behind me. So, if you guys got anything cool you want to send me to put back there, my P.O. box is listed on the YouTube page in the About Me section. P.O. Box 725, Waynesville, North Carolina, 28786. Send me something to hang up back here, but please make sure it's not glossy. Something that's got a matte finish so the lights don't reflect off it, because glossy stuff back there does not look good under these big lights. And it makes me have to work really hard to try to get the lighting not to be all reflecting off that. So if you got something matte you want to put back there, send it to me. A big, like 5 or 6 foot American flag would be very cool. But I definitely need something to cover up the conduit and stuff. So anyways, obviously by the title and by the gun you see sitting in front of me, this is the Echo1 LMG. And first off, I'd like to apologize to Brian at Echo1 and all the folks at Echo1 and JagPrecision.com for being so late on this video. You sent me this gun at the worst possible time in my life. And it just took me forever to get this video done. So again, I apologize to the folks at Echo1. But I appreciate you sending me this awesome LMG, or as we all know it, the RPK. And let me tell you what, this thing, it is a beast. It's big, it's bad, it's got big magazine capacity. I love it. Fantastic gun, as always, from Echo1. So before we get to the meat of this review, let's go ahead and take a look at the Chrono results and the shooting test. I was pretty pleased with the performance of the test. I kept shooting kind of high in the target, but you can see a nice grouping, and that's what it's all about. It's not about being dead center, it's about holding a group, and I tried to hold it as steady as I could. I just did it prone, laying down, used a bipod, but you can see pretty impressive results. So let's go check out the Chrono and the shooting test, and we'll get right into this review. All right, as you can see there, decent shooting test for 100 foot. I was using the Echo1 0.25 gram BBs. But anyways, this gun here, I looked on Echo1's website before I did this video, and theirs show the newer model, I guess, having a drum mag included with it. But if you look online, all the dealers still have the one that comes with 800 round or 850 round high cap, whatever they call it. But again, look on Echo1's site, they got a newer model, I guess. Maybe they'll chime in on this video that has a drum mag, and you really need a drum mag because, you know, 800, 850 rounds, that's not enough. You need something big and meaty so you can just lay down some suppressive fire with this bad boy. But what you're going to get with it, like I said, you get the high cap, 800, 850 rounds. I don't know what it is. They call it both in different places. And if you're new to Airsoft, high cap just means high capacity. And it has a little door here you open up. where you can dump the BBs in, fill it up, and then you have a winding wheel, and you have to wind it to keep the BBs feeding out. It has a spring in there, you just wind it up and the BBs feed out. You get a 1200 milliamp hour 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery. Mine, unfortunately, the wire had a little nick in it, the red wire, so that's one important thing. If you're new to Airsoft, when you get them, if you plug it all up, you charge your battery, you plug it up, it doesn't work, don't automatically blame the gun, don't automatically blame the manufacturer. It could just be something stupid like that. This wire is a little exposed. This gun has a metal plate covering the battery compartment. You can short it out, blow a fuse very easily. So if you buy a gun and it doesn't work, look for things like that. Little nicks, maybe pull the connectors, make sure the connectors aren't pulling out of the plastic housing, things of that nature. It comes with a simple wall charger. These wall chargers will get the job done, but they will damage your battery if you just leave them plugged in because they don't know when to stop charging. I highly recommend that you buy a smart charger if you don't already have one. If not, there's plenty of things online that tell you how long to charge that battery with that wall charger. But again, buy yourself a smart charger, save money in the long run because you won't fry any batteries. Comes with a front sight adjusting tool, so you can adjust the height here. Comes with the warranty card. Echo1 guns have a 30-day warranty. Comes with this big Mamma Jamma long cleaning and unjamming rod. Again, the manual explains how to use these. And then you get the Echo1 manual for the RedStar LMG. You can also check it out at Echo1USA.com, get more information. But this thing's got everything you need to know in it. Very well written, very easy to understand. Now the features of this gun, this features a wood handguard and a wood stock on it. It's fully metal. It's got a steel body, which we'll get to here in a minute, but the lower receiver steel. All this, obviously, it's got a bipod. You got a 500 millimeter length barrel. It's got a version 3 gearbox with 7 millimeter steel bushings. Metal hop-up chamber with the Mad Bull bucking installed. Obviously, pull the charging handle back. That's where you adjust the hop-up. I found the hop-up to be very effective and works very well. Your fire selector here, like any normal AK. This comes off. There's nothing under there. Usually the battery's there, but the battery goes back here in the buttstock. You got a sling mount front and rear. And again, the bipod here just folds up. It's got a little clamp on it to hold it back. Adjustable rear sight. You can adjust front sight up and down for elevation. Just your basic AK setup. Let's see if I can find Mr. Smiley Face here. You can see right here, indeed, the lower receiver is steel. You also got this scope mount here. This cover up here is steel, the trigger guard, you know, all this stuff is steel. I believe the barrel setup's probably aluminum, because right there you got some more steel. These are all cast right here. You know, the bipod's obviously made out of stamped steel. But the important thing is the lower receiver being stamped steel. That's what you want. Some of the older versions made by another company, when these RPKs first came out, they had a cast pot metal body or lower receiver, and it was really junky. The only thing on this one that I didn't quite care for was the mount for the stock is a lot beefier than what they used to be, but it's just a cast aluminum or, you know, pot metal or whatever. I'm not going to take the stock off, but it's still beefy. But I know the original had just one like little tang sticking off it, and if you dropped it, it just snapped right off. This one I don't think you're going to have a problem with. If you do, the entire piece just pulls out and you can replace it. But I really wish they had made that out of steel, because that's been the issue with these RPKs ever since they came on the market, is if you let it slam down, sometimes you break this. But this one here, like I said, it's very beefy, it's gusseted. I don't think you'll have an issue with it. The only problem I had is it's got a screw on the top and bottom holding it on, and the bottom one was stripped out when I got the gun. I took it off to check this out, check the configuration of the back, and sure enough, that's already stripped out, which was a little disheartening. Again, that's why they shouldn't use that cast material back there. It needs to be steel. If this were my gun, if I was going to keep this gun, I would just put a bolt straight through it from top to bottom, and kind of get it so you can get a nut or whatever you have to do to get it to hold it together. But I just do one bolt right through it with a nut on it and be done with it. But like I said, not too bad. It is a little wobbly too. I guess it's probably because that screw won't quite tighten down on it. This one tightens down pretty decent right here, but it is indeed a little wobbly, as you can see. All right, now, pros and cons of this gun. The pros of this gun, everything. It's a big, meaty RPK. It looks cool. Its shoulder's pretty cool. It's just a great gun. I love these sport weapons like this. The con is obviously when you have this, the 800 round magazine in it, you can't really, if you have it on the bipod, you got to kind of lean it over, and it's not real easy just to sit down. If you had the drum mag, I think the drum mag, it'll sit on it just nicely. It's a lot shorter. That's the reason I don't like this big banana mag on it. It looks kind of cool, but you know, it's just hard if you want to set it down. Like when I was filming, I was constantly, you know, trying to muck with the thing to set it down. The other con, like I said, is the back piece there, the things being stripped out. That's a little disheartening right off the bat, but again, that's something you can fix, especially if you got a shop at home. You know, but other than that, I think this is a great gun. And this is the last thing. You know me, I always complain about these little sling mounts for this big heavy gun. It's got this little cheesy sling mount on the back. I wish those were a little beefier. The front one's real nice, but the back one, you know, they work, but I just think they're a little light duty for what you get. And then of course, getting to the battery, it's got two Phillips head screws that you got to take out, so you got to have a screwdriver with you when you want to get the battery in and out of the thing. That's not really a con. I wish it had something different, but I can live with that, you know. But I wish it was a little easier to get the battery in and out, especially if you're out in the field, out in the game. You're gonna have to carry a screwdriver with you if you want to carry an extra battery. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, these are fantastic guns. You got great support, Echo1USA.com. Brian Holt, he's always online. He's always interacting with the community. Plus, you know, he's their head tech, so he knows what he's talking about. He can help you through any issues. So, in my opinion, this Echo1 LMG, a solid purchase. It's a great gun if you're in the market for this. Check it out, Crazyncman.com. I've got a lot of stuff for sale on there, and you can keep up with my current videos and what's going on in one place. So Crazyncman.com, and appreciate the folks from Echo1USA.com for sending this out.